Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be making CBD chocolates, and it's an extremely easy recipe. But before we get into today's video, guys, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that subscribe button if you are new here to the channel. And for those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. And if y'all wouldn't mind, please give the video a big thumbs up to show your support. So folks, before we dive into today's video, I want to let you know that you will need infused coconut oil to make this recipe. And if you guys do need hemp flour, we do have that available and we do sell it. And all that information is in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. But you are going to need infused coconut oil in order to make this recipe. So go make your infused coconut oil and then come back and check this out. Or if you already have it, let's get right into it. So folks, all you need is a cup and a half of chocolate pieces. Now there are so many different types of chocolate pieces out there. When we went to the grocery store, there was salted caramel chocolate, regular milk chocolate, dark chocolate, a whole bunch of them. Well, today we're just using dark chocolate. That's not what you have to use. You just have to use some sort of chocolate to make this recipe. And then on top of that, we will have a quarter cup of infused coconut oil. So with that said, let's get into making our CBD chocolates. Okay folks, so here is what you need to make your CBD chocolates. We have a cup and a half of our chocolate morsels. We also have a quarter cup of infused coconut oil. We have chocolate molds, and we have our double boiler pot over here off camera, and we'll get to that in a second. So all you need to do is add the quarter cup into the chocolate. Now, for the double boiler thing, the reason why I always stick with the Pyrex measuring cups is because you can pour it, you can measure everything, and you can stick it right into the boiling water, and then once it's all set, easy to pour right into your molds. You don't have to use this. You can use just a regular double boiler, but this is the technique I like to use. So with that being said, let's add our CBD infused coconut oil to the chocolate and get it into the boiling pot of water. All right, so we're going to add our CBD infused coconut oil with the chocolate. Now you can see there that there's some CBD at the bottom there. You want to make sure you get everything out of there, just like we always do. Alright, now that everything is out, let's go ahead and add it to the water, and then we start melting the chocolate. Okay folks, as you can see, we have a simmering pot of water here, and that's all you really need. You don't need to really boil the water. The chocolate will melt at this lower temperature. So all I do is I put my CBD chocolates right in here, and now we're just going to wait, and we're going to move everything around. And as you can see, the chocolate's already melting because I heated up the coconut oil prior. So it just kind of speeds up the process a little bit. So now all we got to do is wait for it to be liquid. So this is going to probably take about 10-20 minutes. So I will see you in a few minutes to show you the different stages that you have to wait for in order to get it into your molds. Alright folks, so now it's been about 6 minutes and there's still little tiny chunks of chocolate in here. And again guys, don't rush it. Take your time. If it takes a total of 10 minutes, it's not that big of a deal. The last thing you want is chunks of chocolate because again, it does not absorb the CBD unless it's melted. So make sure that everything is melted. We are getting really close though. Like maybe in another minute or so, we'll take this off the burner and then we'll start pouring it in our molds. And one tip I want to show you guys when it comes to pouring your molds, take just a regular old cutting board and slide it under your molds, because it makes it a lot easier to transport them into the refrigerator. So let's give this about another minute or so, and then I'll come back and we'll probably start pouring them into our molds. Okay folks, so now it is completely liquid and it absolutely smells delicious. Guys, you are gonna love this. This recipe is just really easy to make, and it's a great way to take your CBD, especially if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth like myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get as much off the spatula as we can. You are going to lose a little bit on the spatula, but that's okay. You can have yourself a little CBD snack a little later. And we're going to put that over here, just let it kind of hang out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an oven mitt. You don't really have to if you have a higher heat tolerance for the glass, but I like to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this down for a second, and we're going to just wipe the bottom real quick so that no water gets into our mold. And then you're just going to start pouring. And that's really it, guys. Try to make it as clean as possible. Now, the good thing about chocolate is it won't harden up too quick, so you should have enough time to get all your molds set and then get them right into the fridge. Man, this just smells absolutely wonderful. I am really excited to see how these turn out. Now, we've made this in the past, but I'm really excited to use these molds. I've used some smaller molds in the past. These are typically my gummy molds, and you can use your gummy molds for chocolate. There's nothing wrong with it. So try not to overfill them too much. I just did there. The second one is not nearly as perfect as the first one. Now this is about 30 gummies. So this is about 30 total chocolates. Let's see if we can get pretty close on the last one here. Now it's starting to harden up a little bit. So this is where you take your spatula. It's not hardening up to a point where you can't pour it. It's just it's not that really nice liquidy form that you want when you're making these. So you want to try to get that little bit left. And the great thing about chocolate is when you make it, you can leave it in the fridge. Chocolate is very shelf stable. So is the coconut oil. I won't recommend leaving them out because chocolate melts quite easily, but they should be fairly shelf stable if they're in a cool area. So now they have been poured. They're going to have to sit in the fridge for about an hour, probably safer with 2 hours. So I will see you guys in a few hours, and we'll take them out of the molds. Okay, folks, it has been about 2 hours since we've made our chocolates, and here they are. They are all set and cured. Now, again, chocolate is shelf stable, but if it's warm, just keep them in the fridge. I like to keep mine in the fridge just because I like them that way. You can even freeze them if you like chocolate that way. And look how easy it is to pop them out, guys. That's it. And here is what it says on the bottom. Eat to treat. I'm not going to eat one right now, and not because I don't like to eat my own cooking or anything like that. I actually don't want to fall asleep. It's only 12 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm making these. I will have one tonight. Before bedtime. These things are packed full of CBD. This is a really good way to get a good night's sleep. So I'm going to take all these out of the mold. Here they are. They look fantastic, and they are very, very tasty. And now this is with dark chocolate. But that is all I have for you today, folks. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys need the hemp flower to make the coconut oil, please check out all the information down in the description below. But that's it. So I hope you guys stay happy, stay healthy. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you in another video.